Did you know that a lack of physical touch can have surprising effects on our well-being? Today, we're diving into the lesser-known consequences of not getting enough human contact. If you're feeling a little off, this video might just have the answers. Let's explore these unexpected signs together. 1. Increased stress and anxiety. When we lack physical touch, our body produces more cortisol, the stress hormone. Imagine feeling like you've had 5 cups of coffee, but you haven't had any. That jittery, anxious feeling, it could be because you're missing out on some good old-fashioned hugs. 2. Difficulty sleeping. Ever had those nights where you just couldn't catch some Z's? Touch helps release oxytocin. When we're deprived of touch, our body's natural rhythms can get thrown off. Think of touch as a lullaby for your body. Without it, our internal clock might just go haywire. The warmth and comfort that come from touch, especially from loved ones, can act as a natural sedative. It's like nature's way of tucking us in. So if you're finding yourself counting more sheep than usual, it might be time to seek out some quality cuddle time. 3. Overwhelming feelings of loneliness. Now, loneliness can strike anyone at any time, but when you're touch-starved, this feeling can amplify tenfold. Physical touch is a primal way we as humans connect and communicate. Without it, there's a void, a silent yearning. It's like being in a room full of people, but feeling utterly alone. Remember, it's not just about being around people, it's about meaningful tactile interactions. 4. Heightened sensitivity to touch. It's a bit ironic, isn't it? When you're deprived of touch, even the slightest brush against your skin can feel intense. It's like your body screaming, "Hey, remember this sensation?" This isn't about being ticklish, it's about your body craving touch so much that when it finally happens, it's almost overwhelming. 5. Decreased immune function. Yep, you heard that right. Physical touch, especially positive touch like hugging, can boost our immune system. It's like giving your body a mini shield against those pesky germs. Without regular touch, our body's defences might just take a hit. So, if you're catching colds more often, maybe it's not just the weather. Maybe it's a sign you need more hugs. 6. Increased impulsivity. When we're touch-starved, our brain can sometimes go into a bit of a frenzy, seeking other ways to feel good or fill that void. This can lead to impulsive behaviour. Think of it as your brain's desperate attempt to find a quick fix, a fleeting moment of joy or distraction. It's like trying to put a band-aid on a wound that really needs stitches. Whether it's that unplanned shopping spree, binge eating your favourite junk food, or even making hasty life decisions, it might be your body's cry for the comfort and grounding that touch provides. Impulsivity can manifest in various ways. Maybe you've decided to dye your hair a wild colour on a whim, or taken up a hobby that's way out of your comfort zone. While spontaneity can be enjoyable, it's more about seeking a rush, a jolt to your system, or something to make you feel alive and connected in the absence of human touch, when touch starvation is the driving force. It's like your soul is trying to shout, "Hey, I'm here, and I need to feel something." 7. Mood swings and emotional instability. Without the grounding effect of touch, our emotional compass can go a bit haywire. One moment you're on top of the world, and the next you're in the depths of despair. Physical touch acts as an emotional anchor, helping to stabilise and regulate our moods. Without it, we're like a ship adrift in stormy seas, tossed about by every passing wave of emotion. These mood swings aren't just about highs and lows, it's the rapidity and the unpredictability. One moment you're laughing at the silliest joke, and the next, you're deeply moved by a song's lyrics. It feels like being on a boat without an anchor, constantly buffeted by the shifting tides of emotions, such as the emotional turbulence brought on by touch starvation. 8. Decreased motivation and energy. Physical touch isn't just about comfort, it's also a source of vitality and drive. It's like the spark plug of our emotional engine. Without regular touch, that engine can start to sputter and stall. Tasks that once seemed easy now feel like climbing Mount Everest. If you're wondering why you're feeling more lethargic or unmotivated, consider that maybe your soul is yearning for the rejuvenating power of touch. It's not just about feeling meh, it's waking up and feeling like you've run a marathon in your sleep. It's setting 5 alarms and still struggling to get out of bed. It's relying on caffeine or energy drinks just to get through the day. This lack of zest, this pervasive fatigue, isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and spiritual. It's your entire being yearning for the invigorating spark that only human touch can provide. 9. Increased agitation and irritability. Ever had those days where everything, and I mean everything, got on your nerves? Do the smallest inconveniences feel like major catastrophes? Well, touch has a calming effect on our nervous system. It's like a soothing balm for our frayed nerves. Without it, we're like a pot of water on the stove, ready to boil over at the slightest provocation. You might find yourself snapping at people and getting frustrated by the tiniest inconveniences. It feels like the universe is conspiring against you just because your coffee is too hot or your favourite shirt is wrinkled. This heightened sensitivity to annoyances, magnified by touch starvation, is like a radio with the volume turned up too high, where every minor static becomes a jarring noise. 10. A deep sense of emptiness. Beyond loneliness, this is a feeling of a vast, unfillable void within. Touch connects us not just to others, but to ourselves. It's a reminder that we're here, we're real, and we matter. Without it, we can feel adrift and disconnected from the very essence of our being. It's like looking at a beautiful painting, but feeling nothing. Emptiness is a constant companion, shadowing your every move. You might try to fill it with hobbies, tasks, or even meditation, but there's a persistent hollowness, a silent echo that reminds you of something missing. This emptiness, intensified by touch starvation, is like standing at the edge of a vast canyon, yearning to bridge the gap, but not knowing how. 11. Over-reliance on digital communication. Don't get me wrong, technology is fantastic. It connects us in ways we could never have imagined, but when we're touch-starved, we might find ourselves glued to our screens, seeking connection in the vast digital realm. It's like trying to quench your thirst with salt water. The more you drink, the thirstier you get. Digital interactions, while valuable, can't replace the profound soul-nourishing connection that physical touch offers. If you find yourself compulsively checking your phone, craving likes, comments, or any form of digital validation, it might be a sign that your body and soul are yearning for a more tangible, human connection. 12. A sense of disconnection from reality. This one's a bit surreal. Without regular touch, the world can start to feel a bit dreamlike. It's like you're floating through life detached, as if watching a movie of your own existence. Physical touch is grounding. It anchors us to the here and now, reminding us of the beauty and immediacy of the present moment. Without it, we can drift into a state of dissociation, where the line between dream and reality blurs. 13. Overwhelming desire for textured experiences. This one's fascinating. When deprived of human touch, we might find ourselves seeking tactile experiences elsewhere. It's like your skin is starving and trying to feast on any sensation it can find. You might find yourself drawn to soft blankets, the graininess of sand, the cool rush of water, or even the prickly sensation of a bristle brush. It's your body's way of compensating, of trying to fill the touch void with whatever sensations are available. 14. Cognitive distortions and overthinking. Touch is a way of grounding our thoughts and bringing clarity. Without it, our mind can become a bit of a tangled web. We might overanalyze situations, second-guess ourselves, or spiral into negative thought patterns. It's like trying to navigate a maze with no clear exit. Physical touch acts as a compass, helping us find our way through the labyrinth of our minds. 15. Seeking physical comfort in unusual ways. When we're touch-starved, we might find solace in things that mimic the pressure and warmth of human touch. This could be wrapping ourselves tightly in blankets, seeking the confines of tight spaces, or even using weighted blankets to mimic the comforting pressure of a hug. It's like your body is trying to recreate the comforting embrace of another human being, using whatever means are at its disposal. Having explored the signs of touch starvation, what's your next step in personal growth? Are you curious about 8 secrets to finding the right person for you? or interested in learning techniques for boosting your confidence? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.